We're here live on the scene. The MPM is taking away the goods of vendors. Their livelihood being threatened, and it's breaking news.
Oh, them now, but no, we're good for selling now.
We're here live on the scene. The MPM is taking away the goods of vendors. Their livelihood being threatened, and it's breaking news.
Oh, them now, but no, we're good for selling now. Whoa, for that.
I think it's a disgrace them take that man's shoes. And he's a poor man. Them wicked, you see.
Hey, Roach! Yeah. I take them for dealing poor people with a better approach. Oh, you mean? First class from coach. Hey. Emergency, we are suffer around here. Round here, man, I dead. Things tough around here. Crime scene. Can't look, man, I go for around here. Mr. Man, what you doing for the gutter around here? Emergency, we are suffer around here. Round here, man, I dead. Things tough around here. Crime scene. Can't look, man, I go for around here. Mr. Man, what you doing for the gutter around here? Two party, but at the same sad song, them a play. Poor people, money lean back and rack away. Them raise everything from aisle to crave knee. Then how them no raise up, everybody pay. Put more, me bad, not so me yard steal. So me now pay no toll for cross because we Mr. Bruce, Mr. PG. This is just a couple questions from a DDG. Question, Kingston make no ear key. Question, how gun come in a G ear? Who want the wharf and the airport, the docks and the beer?
Alright, emergency boss. Yes!
Emergency boss.
You think we should go?
Yes, man, you have news right now, boss.
But you know, I don't like to go down to those places.
We have to leave now. Emergency.
Emergency, we are suffer around here. Round here, man, I dead. Things tough around here. Crime scene. Can't look, man, I go for around here. Mr. Man, what you doing for the gutter around here? Emergency, we are suffer around here. Round here, man, I dead. Things tough around here. Crime scene. Can't look, man, I go for around here. Mr. Man, what you doing for the gutter around here? Everything except dead people are real. The dead man are same better off in the grave. How you fi save for minimum wage? When two youth go high school, two go college. Them change them face like Nicolas Cage. To election I come temporary rearrange. Me rate Bruce, me rate PGA. But them war we dead off like that way I play. Me born as a sufferer, when it a go change. Me love Porsche Simpson, me love Fancy Grey. But if them not on a new page, me now wear no green and no red again. Me a wear beard. You they a stop like they gonna watch here. Them dog live better than with them outrage. You know how much innocent you they are 100 man in a the cage. Emergency, we are suffer around here. Round here, man, a dead. Things tough around here. Crime scene. Can't look, man, I go for around here. Mr. Man, what you doing for the gutter around here? Emergency, we are suffer around here. Round here, man, a dead. Things tough around here. Crime scene. Can't look, man, I go for around here. Mr. Man, what you doing for the gutter around here? Two party, but at the same sad song, them a play. Poor people, money lean back and rack away. Them raise everything from aisle to crave knee. Then how them no raise up, everybody pay. Put more, me bad, not so me yard steal. So me now pay no toll for cost because we Mr. Bruce, Mr. PG. This is just a couple questions from a DDG. Question, Kingston make no ear key. Question, how gun come in a G ear? Who want the wharf and the airport, the docks and the beer? Oh, you mean? Emergency, we are suffer around here. Round here, man, a dead. Things tough around here. Crime scene. Can't look, man, I go for around here. Mr. Man, what you doing for the gutter around here? Emergency, we are suffer.
Yo, Atlanta, get ready for that big war dance, yeah. Armed and dangerous, some clash. King Animosity versus Soul Supreme. The mighty King Animosity.
King Animosity, a real bad man.
Versus Brooklyn, New York, bad sound, Soul Supreme.
I said, oh my, Soul Supreme don't
Clash starts 12 midnight sharp. Doors open 10 p.m.
Some guy fit the
Get your ticket now at melopromo.FamFirstENT.com. Armed and dangerous sound clash. King Animosity versus Soul Supreme. Saturday, March 16th. At the base, 2305 Varkel Way in Litonia. Brought to you by Melo Promo and FamFirst.
Piper Entertainment. Fire Cup, March 30. Bronx, New York. 5 Bad Sound. Sean Piper. Ask me for shoot me say. That easy. Come. Platinum Kids out of New York. Cannabis out of Antigua. Ready Rock out of Connecticut. Coalition Sound out of Cayman Island. Real Sound out of Texas and Antigua. New York, lift up the rifle. Make we murder them. J-Boy dead. That easy.
Yo, watch somebody hear me? Me represent for Big Life Entertainment. City East Entertainment. Adiz and Justice presents a thing called Champion in Action. Anything or anything. Saturday the 30th of March. Clips Restaurant and Sports Bar. 2901 Hollywood Boulevard, Hollywood, Florida. The damn zip code is 33020. Don't run put it in. Music by Rhythm Force.
Rhythm Force. Them fi know say ya one he and one frost and one sound killer. Anyway you see the god a go gyal fi follow.
Justice Sound.
Justice missing. The Lord is your light, your salvation. Who shall you fear? No jump on.
King Adiz.
John of mercy. Well, oh please, why them try challenge King Adiz? Oh please, me a scale party fight squeeze.
Saturday the 30th of March, no run put it in. Clips Restaurant and Sports Bar. This game Champion in Action. Anything or anything. For more information you can call 904-444-9444 or 678-643-2104.
Straight Talk with DJ Preszy, Thursday 7 p.m. Eastern, streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Straight Talk, you guys, it's about clarity, accountability, and reliability.
All right, people, top of the evening. Yeah, man, welcome to another edition of Straight Talk. You understand me? You see it? Extra promotion this week, you know. We have to promote the Jamaican restaurant. You see it? Move out that way. Quick and fast. You see me? Yeah. Take a picture. Promo week. All right. Yo, Flight Wagwan, I see you. we see you. Remember, so we need to get the commercial, let me know. All right, people, like and share the stream. As no check-in, like and share the stream. See, we have a whole lot of things to reason about today. So just like and share the stream. Fireblinds, big up yourself. And as you know, the interactive part of the chat, always like the part, you understand me? This week we are talking about, we see everybody turn lawyer. Everybody passed the bar today. Saying, but that's good still. I no complaints about that. That's a good look that everybody is involved and everybody I give them opinion about Free Ninja Man. All right, one at a time. Seeing the gargan soon the road. So today, people, obviously we are talking about the Privy Council decision as it relates to Vybz Cartel. There are certain words have meaning. And we have to look at certain words. We have to look at, some legal terms. We want to look at a few legal terms today so people can develop an understanding. When after the verdict, after the arguments were delivered last month, and me do a quick review upon it, me call this. Me say, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to send it back to the lower courts. And say, you either have to go order neutral or whatever the case is. Because if you remember when we covered it the last time, I said the biggest thing that Cartel have that was working in his favor was the prosecutorial misconduct. Whether or not after the trial lawyer learned that there was a juror who tried to bribe other jurors, was he responsible? Was it his responsibility to order a retrial? I'm say yes. I'm say since he never ordered a retrial, there's absolutely no way that the Privy Council can uphold what the trial judge did and what the courts of appeal in Jamaica did. There's absolutely no way. You understand me? Because at the end of the day, they have to follow the Jamaican Constitution. So that's the one thing we really want to talk about today. Still, we really want to look into the cartel case and kind of slow down people a bit. Cause it seems as if everybody want to book them ticket to go Jamaica tonight because they expect to go see cartel upon the Gaza tomorrow. Not upon the Gaza tomorrow. Seeing so, we could just slow down a little bit and just kind of dissect a little bit of what go on. So that one talk about it. Yesterday we started a conversation about black-owned business and whether or not them practice good customer service. Seeing so, me did just kind of just touch base on it as it relates to black business owner and customer service and some arguments that I was hearing. So that are the second part of the program. And then obviously we're gonna close out the program with Armed and Dangerous this weekend. Not true. Yeah, man, this weekend Armed and Dangerous, Animosity versus Soul Supreme. So people, as no check in, just like and share the stream. Just like it, share it, tag it. We want to have a good reasoning. Saying, so I'm going to run a few commercial and just share the stream. Forward from them commercial, yeah, we're supposed to dive into the conversation. All right. So once again, like his stream, share the stream, make a whole a reason. Soon forward.
Yo, watch on the money, I am me. Me represent for Big Life Entertainment. City East Entertainment. Addies and Justice presents a thing called Champion in Action. Anything or anything. Saturday the 30th of March. Clips Restaurant and Sports Bar. 2901 Hollywood Boulevard, Hollywood, Florida. The damn zip code is 33020. Don't run put it to the music by Rhythm Force.
Rhythm Force. Them fi know say you one he and one frost and one sound killer. Anyway you see the god a go girl fi follow.
Justice Sound.
Justice missing. The Lord is your light, your salvation. Who shall you fear? No jump on.
King Addies.
Not a mercy. Well, oh please, why them try challenge King Addies? Oh please, me a scale party fight squeeze.
Saturday the 30th of March, no run put it to the Clips Restaurant and Sports Bar. This game Champion in Action. Anything or anything. For more information, you can call 904-444-9444 or 678-643-2104.
Sean Piper Entertainment. Fire Cup, March 30. Bronx, New York. 5 bad sound. Sean Piper. Ask me for shoot me say. That easy. You come. Platinum kids out of New York. Cannabis out of Antigua. Ready Rock out of Connecticut. Coalition sound out of Cayman Island. Real sound out of Texas and Antigua. New York, lift up the rifle. Make we murder them. J-boy dead. That easy.
All right, people, welcome back. All right, like me say, like and share the stream. Let me actually send out a couple of them right here, so real quick. So somebody just said a while ago, before we get into the conversation, somebody just said a while ago, no judge is going to order a retrial. Well, if them have to order it, You understand me? But I understand what I say still. You know, that the public scrutiny that will be associated with this retrial, depending on what the Court of Appeal decides to do. You understand me? But even before we get to that part of the conversation, the first part of the conversation, the first question, like, with a one for reason about ask yourself the question is like, is Cartel going to get bail? You know, are they gonna say, oh, he's a risk? He's a risk to the public or whatever the case is? Can his attorney argue can his attorney argue that he needs to receive bail? Right? That is the first question. You know, will they approve his bail? If they when them submit, depending on what the courts of appeal say. But so let me could be the devil's advocate real quick. If them say, "Yo, all right, we are go do a retrial," and then I try to put everything together for the real retrial or whatever the case is. Obviously, his legal team, they must have to submit some bail application. What do you think will happen with the said bail application? All right, so that's one question we have to ask ourselves. The next thing we have to look upon is the idea. It says the Privy Council squash. Right? So what that mean? When them say the Privy Council squash, it never say he was acquitted. He never say he was acquitted, So I think a lot of people run with, the case was squashed. That mean automatic freedom. Means say you're go down road today or whatever the case is. No. It wasn't an acquittal. And the difference is that the Privy Council say, based on the evidence that we reviewed, we determined that, all right, there was some miscarriage of justice regarding this case. And the miscarriage of justice is regarding it is in regards to the juror who attempted to bribe other jurors, right, and was charged and found guilty and receiving punishment. So the Privy Council is saying, which the Court of Appeal should have also seen. When it got to the Court of Appeal, they should have seen the same thing as well, and they probably wouldn't feel as embarrassed as them feel today, right? That, okay, if the Jamaican Constitution says you need 12 jurors, you need 12 jurors in order to, or 13 jurors, whatever the number is, we have to double check it. But if the Constitution says you need 12 jurors in order to have a murder trial, in order to conduct a murder trial, you have to have 12 jurors. Saying one of your juror sick, one sick, can be a part of the case. Then you have one that was accused of bribing the jury. Now you're down to 11. And if the Constitution requires you to have 12, because of the type of crime that you're trying, you can't continue with less than what the Constitution states. You understand me? So it's not like you have a local party shop and you say, yo, you know what? Me just go deal with this. Because when you go to the higher courts, who only looking at the evidence and what the law says. The laws, the evidence, right? And when them examine the laws and them examine the evidence, there's no personal feelings involved in it. Like in Jamaica, you have a lot of these politicians or a lot of these legal people that is aligned with different politicians or for whatever the reason. That's the reason why I play the song from KARTEL, Emergency, We Are Suffer Around Here. If anybody remember the song there. You understand me? The song was extremely explicit and implicit about how corrupt the Jamaican government is and how the Jamaican government, and a lot of times just even Jamaican in general, when you talk about things and you speak against them and them feel like, say, yo, who are you to be saying these things? You understand me? So the question is, why didn't the Jamaica Court of Appeals say that? It was blatant. Even someone who have absolutely no law degree, don't study law, and don't understand much about the law, it was right there. And if you in charge of the Jamaica Court of Appeals, you should see that. So the question now that the case is squashed, and once again, people, squash doesn't mean acquittal. Them squash it and say, yo, hey, Lizard is still missing, We can't say Lizard is dead or whatever the case is. We have to say Lizard is missing. Can nobody no retrieve? Right? So Lizard is still missing, or whatever the case is. At any point in time, him can't show up. As far as we're concerned. So it's like the Privy Council say, all right, here we go on. There was some miscarriage of justice over here, so regarding the juror situation. So we're going to squash the case here. But here is a situation over here, so where these people have been accused of X, and this individual that they have been accused of killing or whatever the case is, been missing for good 14 years now. So it's saying, listen, we're sending this back to the Court of Appeals. You need to make a decision. Are you going to require this group of people to maybe it's going to be a lesser charge or whatever the case is, but are you going to, these group of people, are you going to tell them that they need to answer to these charges of this missing person? I got to label the person as missing, since we haven't seen yet where them say, okay, we check this DNA sample and we find these skeleton, or we do this or we do that, so we make this recovery. So since there's no argument and there's no evidence supporting recovery, right? Then it hard for we say, yo, this person has been killed. So you have to talk about it in the sense that this person is missing. A lot of people might not agree with me, but that's my approach to it. Seeing missing versus murder. So how does the Court of Appeal approach this? Do they order a retrial? And if they do order a retrial, how long does it take for them to do this retrial? Because now I'm going to be in a couple months. Now I'm going to be in next year. This whole retrial is going to be for a while. So, do they release all the accused on bail? They can't say my flight risk, because everybody in the world know him. They can't say them going to keep him because he's a flight risk. Where am I going to go? Am I going to run to Russia? Am I going to run to Venezuela or something? That wouldn't make no sense. See? Run tune, bless up yourself. I try to have a quick reasoning, about the Supreme Court or the Privy Council decision today. So we kind of put out some scenarios. How do they conduct this retrial? What type of fate? As you're checking, just like and share it. See, me have a whole heap of items to go. I'm just taking a little time, kind of set the narrative before we get deep night. So, like, what type of fate does the public have in the legal system in Jamaica that even if them do a retrial, it will be fair? If they decided that, okay, we're going to do a trial and it's going to be a lesser charge. They decided that, okay, we're not going to charge you for murder. We're going to do a lesser charge. Does the defendant plead to a lesser charge? Do they, for example, just being devil's advocate, do they plead to a charge of manslaughter? But you can't do manslaughter if you don't have. You understand me? That's the person missing. People probably are cutting it and say, Preszy, you probably have no sense. You talk about the man missing, man gone about in business. But me don't know. No position to make that determination there, because years span top of years now, and if the case went to the highest court, and even at the highest court, it's still almost impossible to determine whether or not this person is missing. This person, they in one country, I drink martini, and hear the verdict and get nervous now because myself, we don't know. We don't know if this individual been watching the whole trial. We don't know if them just disappear into somewhere else. We do not know. So we can't say that. We just have to say, yo, we don't see the person for over 10 years now. So how can the public trust the government to conduct a fair trial? And if the public cannot trust the legal system to do its job, can they safely conduct another trial where the entire country or most of the country feel like the legal system is against this person? And the legal system is so embarrassed based on what going on now. And next thing now, if they decide that is a lesser charge, does the accused agree to, the lesser charge and them look at it and say, okay, excuse me, we're going to time serve? Okay, you've been in prison for over 13 years. There is really no lesser charge that's going to run your 13 years like that. Probably the maximum. And when it's a lesser charge, a lot of times the court system don't go for maximum because it's a lesser charge. But you never know. This is a classic case and it's a unique case. So they might go for maximum. And even if it's maximum, right, and it's a lesser charge, it also means that it will be roughly 10 years. So you agree to a lesser charge, plead to a lesser charge. Them say time served, you already served 13 years, boom, you're down the road. You might say, okay, I plead to something which will prevent me from really going to the United States market for do shows in the United States, but pretty much the rest of the world open up same way. The rest of the world still open up, so there is still a possibility and a big chance for generate a lot of revenue and for live a quality life if that's what they decide or if that's what's being offered. Once again, hypothetical scenarios, right? Hypothetical scenarios. We just really kind of just brainstorm how these things can work one way or the other. So let me say, if the Court of Appeal come back and say, all right, here, lesser charge, do they say yes? And between the prosecutor and the defense attorneys, they agree to time serve. Did I send? Hold on one second, people. All right, cool. Yeah. So do they agree to that? We don't know. That's just a scenario. Another important question that we have to look at, right? If this is going to a retrial, what is the validity? What is the validity or how valid are the evidence that the Crown will use? Do remember when the Court of Appeal sent their 3 questions to the Privy Council, right? And because these are the things that they said, okay, these are what we use to determine. These are what we use to determine the defendant's guilt, right? And they said they had telecommunication evidence, 1. Right. So the telecommunication evidence, they have a big problem with that because guess what happened? There's no GPS. There's no GPS on it, All the metadata with them take from the BlackBerry. And I like know where almost everything what you do have the geotag on it. There's no GPS for them go through and say, okay, this phone was at this location at this time and at this day, the phone was here, and based on this, they have nothing like that. So how can the prosecuting team now confidently say, yo, the evidence that we have, we can take it back to a new judge, because I doubt them are going to try to use the same judge. We can take it to a new judge and say, okay, we're going to do this retrial and prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. Right? That's our next question I have to ask. That is a very important question that everybody have to ask. The next thing you have to look at, will they be able to find them star witness again? will the Crown be able to provide a star witness? Whoever were their star witness in the initial trial, will that person still agree? Or persons, I don't know. But will that individual agree to be the star witness for the Crown again? These are questions that they must answer, you know. And if they don't have yeses to these questions, how can they confidently order a retrial and prosecute beyond a reasonable doubt? But at the same time, they still try to save face. You see it? You see the double-edged sword for them? Them at the same time, you know, them like say, yo, how are we going to do this? Because no, them can't make up, you know. They cannot make up evidence again, you know. They can't make up no evidence. So how can I don't know. It's difficult to hold a retrial, and it's embarrassing not to have a retrial. So which do they choose? Right? Which do they choose? All right, people. Like me said, this is the interactive part, you know. I don't like talk to people, you know, because guess what? I don't have all the answers. So I say, yo, want get some, you know, want get some interaction, get some opinion. Everybody watch and listen and see all of them friend type and all these different things. So I don't say everybody else have opinions. You know, what is your opinion? What is your opinion? All right. Were you one of them when you heard that the case got squashed that believed that, you know, it means that he was acquitted? Right? Were you one of those individuals who believe, say, oh, by this evening, you know, big march in a Old Hope Road or Halfway Tree or wherever I want to call it, or somewhere upon the Gaza, because Gaza boss, I got that road today. Did you believe that when you first listened to, you know, what was your first impression? Or what is your current impression? Are you still believing that, you know, he was acquitted versus the case being squashed? But one thing that can remain certain is that if last week or yesterday Cartel believed that he had no chance to leave prison, after today, me know saying believe that he has a 70% chance to leave. Right? About a 70% chance to leave. I try to figure out how the Court of Appeal deal with this. We also want to talk about cartel attorney, you know. We also want to talk about cartel attorney. But people, once again, like and share the stream. You understand me? You know, we have some big event forward. So we're going to drop a minute and 30 seconds. We're going to drop some commercial. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about cartel attorney and the work when put in. Cartel will be free. They will try to kill him. He'll be a catalyst. A catalyst for Jamaican corruption. Okay. So all right, me just me say me get me Andrew, me say me get exactly what I say. So yeah, I say the verdict today will make Jamaica more corrupt. No Curtis, him not out yet. I'm ready, me like, you know, might delay the break a little bit. Coming like talk to the screen and everybody does say, yo, them not have no opinion upon this. Coming like talk to people like that and make it seem as if like I know everything or I know best. I really don't. Anything is possible in Jamaica, which means the retrial can happen and them can convict him again after the retrial, or the retrial can happen and him get exonerated or whatever the case is. You know, anything is possible. He will be a catalyst for corruption in Jamaica. he will be a catalyst for corruption in Jamaica. Let me see if I this Andrea try to say. And correct me if more wrong, Andre. Like I say, yo, the whole cartel verdict, the government and the legal system, in order to save face, will become more corrupt in an attempt to get a second conviction. Okay. Well, legally, legally, they can retry him. Me understand what you say still. You understand? Me completely understand what you say. So, me not try contradict you. Yeah, completely understand what you say. That the government, they might orchestrate a plan, you know. They might orchestrate a plan where, as them say, have some serious medical condition are going. Yes, some serious medical condition. Graves disease and all of them stuff. So you never know when you have to go visit medical, and upon visiting medical, what might happen. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that may I say from earlier. That's the reason I ask the question them, you know, and you understand me say, yo, how does the the crown or the government of Jamaica, 'cause you understand me? How does the judicial branch of Jamaican government, how do they go about this? How do they go about doing this retrial? I would just mention like how valid is or how valid are the different type of evidence that they have. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself, man. Me rate the question and rate the me rate the interaction. Yeah, man. Me do a recap. Come here, an expert, but me do a recap since you just chimed in. So, uh, the first question I me asked earlier was this: like, um, when cartel legal team apply for bail, what grounds does the state have to deny him bail? Because if they're going to do a retrial, saying if they're going to do a retrial, this retrial is not going to start next month. It's not going to start this year. It's not going to start next year. Because they have to go build a whole case, right? They have to go rebuild them case. So that could take 5 to 6 years. It could take 5 to 6 years to build that case there, you know, to go back to court. Seeing? So 100% certain that right now his legal team is going over how to approach bail application. When his legal team submit, your Shakil bless up. When him legal team submit the bail, as you check in people, just like and share it and rate the interaction, you know, ask some questions, stimulate the mind and make we see if we can figure out some things. You understand me? When his legal team make this bail application, saying what will the crown say? Them can't say my flight risk, you know. They cannot say, yo, we refuse bail because we feel like he's a flight risk. They can't say that. We're talking about someone who is known worldwide. Them can't say, yo, if we grant bail, we have to go put a red notice on this person. They cannot say that. So what are they going to do? Well, if they do a retrial, if they do a retrial, obviously his legal team, if they want the case just with us, that sure they can make the whole trial judge keep it, because I don't think the trial judge, they should use the same trial judge, because the fact that this trial judge just gave him 35 years life imprisonment, 35 years minimum, right? And in bridging them will work at the Court of Appeal agrees with him, right? So we could go over the party again. So the topics for tonight, we are look at the Vybz Cartel decision where the Privy Council squashed his conviction, right? We also have a reason about animosity, so supreme a little bit later. And we have a topic from yesterday when we did a reason about when we see somebody type and them say them don't support black business, not just a particular black business. Them don't support black business in general. This is a Jamaican person because black business owner are rude and disrespectful, and they don't have proper customer service. But we just kind of want to go over the cartel situation and make some clarification because I've seen where people say, "Yeah, the world boss that road right now," but it says the Privy Council squash it. And what does that mean? What part of the case was squashed and why was it squashed? And what does that mean? You have to look at the definition of squash versus acquit. It never say he was acquitted, It said it was squashed. So we need to cause words matter. We need to look at them two words there. What does it mean if he's acquitted? And what comes with him being acquitted? What does it mean, with these legal jargons when them say this has been squashed? Yeah, man. Him be free would spell trouble for the justice system. I don't think they will let him walk free. Well, all right, Andre, here what I go on now. Here what I go on now. This is an opportunity for the justice system to save face as well. It's okay if the justice system, as I check in, just like and share with people, it's okay for the justice system to say to themselves, listen, we made a mistake. Yeah, a lot of people misunderstood the Privy Council ruling on it. A lot of people misunderstood. That's the reason why I say, we have to just jump into legal terminology and kind of make the definition them, what this legal terminology mean. Because let me tell you, if he was acquitted, it mean today. Like today. Like today, them have to process him for walkway. Because if them say you're acquitted, saying you're a free person, you're exonerated, right? And the state can't hold you unless them have an agreement with your legal team to say, okay, all right, because and no legal team would agree to that when them client they be on bars for 13 years, right? They couldn't even attempt to be like, oh, can we process this within the next 48 to 72 hours or whatever the case is, right? But them said squash with me, which means exactly this. Squashing the case, this is what, according to the Privy Council, this case was squashed on this ground. This is the reason why we're having this conversation. This is the reason why Cartel most likely will walk free. Enough respect. This is the reason why Cartel will most likely walk free. When we cover this the first time in February, me list out all the reasons why I believe that the case, the Privy Council was gonna make the decision that they made today. And I mentioned then that the most important one panelist was the juror tampering. Because I said I think the number that a juror that them need in Jamaica, I have to double check, is 12. I think a 12 minimum that they need. Minimum of 12 that they need for any murder trial. They had 14. I might be off by one or two number. They had 14. One was sick. Leave them with, let me tell you, they had 13. One was sick. Leave them with 12. Right? Then you had the juror that tried to bribe the other jurors. Seeing, leave them with 11. I said this when we had that conversation. I say, once the jury pool went down to the 11, the presiding judge had a responsibility. The presiding judge had a constitutional responsibility to add a retrial. Well, if the case is squashed, if the case is squashed, yeah, well, that double jeopardy look away. Yeah, but there can be a retrial though. There can be a retrial because what the judge is saying, what the Privy Council is saying, that the case itself, they shouldn't be able to find a verdict because You can't have a constitution and went against the constitution to constitutionally convict somebody. Let me say that again, right? You cannot have a constitution, go against the constitution as the presiding judge, because the constitution is the law of the land, right? So you have the constitution, you go against the constitution, and then constitutionally convict someone. You don't even have to go law school if you know that. You don't even need to go law school if you know that. But once again, you know, Jamaica is filled with cronyism. Jamaica is filled with cronyism. So because this person have issues, and when we start the program, we play the Vibes Cartel song, Emergency, we are suffer around here. And we go back and go listen to that song. And we find out from when the government are pre-cartel, you know. And not just that. When a next situation again, you have to look at is when you have the Gully and the Gaza feud. You have the Gully and the Gaza feud. You know, but that's what going in a Haiti right now. But you can't just look at it where it almost a situation where you're going to have a civil war. And then here is this youth from the ghetto that had to walk into King's house. Had to walk into King's house, right? To prevent the country from descending into chaos. Not even the elected officials were able to prevent the country from descending into chaos. This individual, see? So, when we talk about this in February, we say the prosecutorial misconduct that I believe existed in the case when the judge didn't order a retrial in the middle of the trial because he now had 11 jurors, and according to the Constitution, you need more than 11. If you have 11 jurors for a murder trial, then that charge should be considered to be unconstitutional. And that's what the Privy Council decided. The Privy Council decided that, listen, once you learn that this juror was bribing, if they did have the full slate, I remember this now, if they had the full slate of jurors, right, they found out that this juror was trying to bribe the other jurors, they needed to get rid of that juror. And after them get rid of that juror, they would still have enough people to continue with the trial. But prior to this happen, they never had enough people. And when this happened, them still decide, say, oh, they're going to continue. So that is the ground. That is the exact ground. Not if, but, nor maybe. That is the ground on which the Privy Council said, we have no other choice. We have no other choice but to squash the case. I don't know the argument. I wouldn't make the argument to say the entire jury was compromised. There's a possibility for it to be compromised. And if the entire jury is compromised, the question that we should ask ourselves is, the jury was compromised in how? I'm not even gonna go in favor, because whichever way the jury compromise, it compromise. And then the presiding judge have a legal responsibility, which he didn't execute. So let me see what I'm going right now. Fox Cartel start call name long time and get problem. Man, I have to just study like King. So right, because I didn't go to school and I just educate myself with the laws of Jamaica and the United States. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Bless up Garrison. So that's just right there. So that's just right there. So, you know, when these things happen, you don't have to know the entire laws of the country. You just have to hear the argument and see how the law applies in this situation. Right? And if you understand how the law applies, then you can make an argument for yourself. It was compromised. Who know the influence, the plant hand? well, me see what I say. Krim. Saying we don't know the influence when you have under the rest of the jury and stuff like that. We don't know. So once again, this is the reason why MKS got squashed, because it was a responsibility of the trial judge to add a new trial. Right? but them take the easy way out. It was about expediency over the constitutionality of the case itself. So the question I asked earlier before people start interact, so those who've been here a little bit earlier, may I forward and ask the question again. You know, the appeal court, they could ask a question. There could be a situation like this where they're like, okay, Lizard is still missing. They could approach a defense team and said, okay, we're going to charge your client with a lesser crime. And just for argument's sake, because I'm still going to say Lizard is missing because we don't see no DNA evidence to say otherwise. We don't see no skeleton. We don't see nothing to say otherwise except this person is missing, right? So what if them like, okay, we're going to charge you with a lesser charge. And that lesser charge and being the devil's advocate. But what does it mean when the case was squashed? What does it mean? I mean, I try educate myself with the terminology. What does the case being squashed mean to you in your legal brain? What does it mean? So you said the case was squashed. You know what does that mean? Before me continue, what does it mean when somebody say, or when somebody say the case was squashed? It's over. So if the case is over, if it's squashed and it means over, why is, and in this case multiple, why are the accused not free? Why, right? Why is the accused not free? Okay. So the case is definitely, the whole situation is definitely not over. All right. So me just telling a while ago the difference between the difference between, there's a difference between you quash something or you're or the accused is acquitted. Okay. So when you quash it, if the offender is successful in their appeal, the court will quash the conviction, either acquit the offender, which means they're free to go, or order a retrial if there's been a miscarriage of justice. You know, I'm gonna pull it up for now so I can look on it. All right. So when the case quashed scene, this is what's gonna happen. Either the offender is acquitted or there's a retrial. So that's the question I asked earlier. I said, if the Crown decide to do a retrial, what happened to the Crown witness? Will this person or persons still want to participate in a retrial? So I'm looking at this because I could easily just use personal feelings and everything and have this conversation, but that has never been my case. You understand me? That has never been my case. I can look at it from me, a big Gaza fan. We can just look on it from that and just get tunnel vision. But we have to ask these questions. And when we ask these questions and everybody realizes, yo, these are the pertinent questions that we need to ask, then you put pressure on the system. Because now the system realizes, yo, everybody is paying attention and everybody know what going on. And the question we just asked a while ago about bail, I said earlier that his legal team should be preparing bail application right now. And I asked the question, what is it that the government going to say that them can't give him bail? Are they going to say he's a flight risk? Are they going to say he's a danger to the Jamaican society? They can't use it. They cannot use the argument to say, "Oh, his life is in danger, so we're going to keep him in prison." They could try. They could try that. No, the government who put you away. It is our responsibility to protect you. From whom? And why would him being behind bars make him safer? All right. And as I mentioned earlier, even if the government order a retrial, you're looking at about 5 to 6 years for this retrial to start. So what grounds do they have to say, oh, we're going to keep him incarcerated until there's a retrial? There's no new charge, but the case was squashed, right? As them say, yo, Prezi, you never SKU, it was KU, right? SQU, sorry. So if you don't pay attention to what the Privy Council said, the reason why they sent this case back to the appeals court is because of the juror misconduct. Right? So the reason why them never acquit him, people, slow down. The Privy Council did not find the accused innocent or guilty. The Privy Council did not say the accused were innocent or they were guilty. The Privy Council said, right, there was a miscarriage of justice in the conviction of these individuals. Yeah, if it's a new trial, why not? There are new evidence that the defense was also trying to introduce. The defense was trying to introduce new evidence when the case went to the Privy Council. But because it's an appeal process, you couldn't do it. But if it's a retrial, why not? All right. So the 3 miscarriage of justice, you talk about the telecommunication evidence, what that they use. There was no, the metadata didn't have any GPS in there. It was tampered with. When they had the British forensic team look at it, they said this was tampered with. So that was, you had that already. You had how the trial judge deal with the jury management situation, in which you had less than the number of jurors that you needed for a murder trial, and you didn't retry the case. So that was another miscarriage of justice, right? And then you had the juror misconduct. So we have to look at these things. We can't just use emotion. We really have to just look at the facts. And if we look at the facts and we understand the facts, then we can actually advocate for the person who you want to advocate for, whether or not it's the government or whether or not it's VYBZ cartel. But knowledge put you in a position to advocate. So they only really needed to rule on one. They only needed to really rule on one, right? And it was so important and significant to the Privy Council that they were able just to use that one and said, listen. So by quashing the case and saying, hey, you either need to acquit or order a retrial, they're saying, okay, Lizard is still missing because me now go say, yo, he was murdered. They're saying that this person is still missing or whatever. So these accused still have to answer that question. That is my understanding. Yeah, they didn't need to rule on all 3. They did not need to. They only needed to rule on one. They didn't need to rule on all 3. Because if they rule on one, right? If one was a problem and one was in favor, if one said there's a miscarriage of justice and them agree, that's it. That is it. They only need to rule as one and see say, yo, there was a miscarriage of justice, and that was enough for them to give the decision that they made. Yeah, exactly. So I can't get my personal feelings involved in this because I try to keep this program as authentic as possible, as I possibly can. I think the only biasness when me always I go show is when me I discuss anything about Soul Supreme. So and I already know how that thing they go. That's when you know say yo anything when Preszy I say, they're probably not even believe him because Soul Supreme can't do nothing wrong in a female eyes. There we go. All right there, so right. So now, no, the prosecutor them if them order a retrial, them already like what Andre Simpson say. I say yo, here what go on. We already want to know about this, that these three situations right here, so it is not sufficient. So don't even attempt it. And guess what going to happen? If they go to a retrial, the prosecutor are going to mention it XYZ time. And the defense are going to say objection. Every time they mention it, but why do I mention it? Even if the defense is going to object 1,000,000 times, why are they going to mention it? Because they're trying, and the trial judge is going to be like, you could strike that. Juror, you could strike that. But guess what? We are human beings, and somewhere in the back of them brain, even if they don't discuss it with the other jurors, it will clutch in the back of them brain. Same way. So, whether subconsciously or consciously, it can influence their decision at the end of the day. All right. There we go. All right. So, that's a question, Will the crown witness be willing to return if the crown decided that they're going to retry it? Will the crown have any star witness? The electronic evidence that they used previously, we already know that them say, yo, these were tampered with and they're not valid. So that's why I asked a question earlier. What is the validity of the evidence that the crown can present or the crown can bring to the new trial? Soul Supreme. Right, that's the thing there. People dead this weekend. Let God judge the criminal. Yo, Craig, stop it, man. But let God judge the criminal. God is already judging them. That's the reason why He give us knowledge and understanding. That's the reason why He give us knowledge and understanding to understand the legal system. Okay? So, Craig Rock, you sound like the person when I flood and you're up on your rooftop saying, and Almighty God send one boat for you because the flood is so significant that you reach the top of your house and Him send the boat for you and you say, yo, you're not jumping out of the boat because you wait for God to come save you. See? Right there, sir. You wait for God to come save you and Him send a few more and you still not take it. And when the flood gets so significant, you say, oh, God never care about you. Yeah, man, go and sit down and wait for God. He soon come look for you. But people, you understand me? Like me say, this is the first part of the program we really did want to spend like an hour and really dive into the whole cartel issue. Wish me did have a little more interaction and all these things. You understand me? Then we want definitely I go discuss Soul Supreme later on. Craig, we are a toxic king. God judge what? Them saying God go judge them. Yeah, man. So exactly, they're wanting not to use that old argument because they believe it's tainted. It's gonna be extremely difficult. It's gonna be extremely difficult for the prosecutor say, yo, okay, here we are going. We're gonna order a retrial. But they will try it in order to save face because this is a huge embarrassment. This is a huge embarrassment upon the Jamaica judicial system. However, they can save face by saying they made a mistake. But at the end of the day, they're gonna be like, we don't want to get sued. Them don't want to get sued, right? By admitting to certain wrongdoings. That will cost them millions or probably over $1 billion Jamaican dollar. Probably more to do a new trial. So the biggest question me have, my number one question in this, and over the next few weeks, or maybe a couple of days, I would say few weeks, we'll learn what is the mindset of the Jamaican legal system as it relates to bail application. Bail application will give us an indication, right? Yeah, man, that's your word, man. Bail application will give us an indication of what the Jamaican government is thinking. Create interaction with the people, them. Yeah, man, bless up. Free, trust me, people can't get weak. Let me celebrate. All right. Yeah, man, King Shine, one shine. If they don't admit cartel super rich, if they do admit cartel super rich, no retrial, they will offer a plea deal to a lesser charge. All right, Alita, that was one of my questions that I asked earlier. That was my second question I asked. I said, will the prosecuting team approach a defense team and said, okay, here we're going. And that's the reason why I use the word missing versus being dead, because as I said, there's no evidence to suggest that Lizas is dead. If everybody have them opinion, we're talking about the legal and the factual part of it. There's no legal or factual evidence to suggest that the person is dead. None whatsoever. Right? So can they say, okay, here we're going. Are your clients willing to plead to a lesser charge? Any lesser charge is gonna give them a maximum of about 10 years. Yes, let's use the word manslaughter, right? Oh, plead to manslaughter. But that's tricky, If you plead to manslaughter, you're almost agreeing that this individual is dead, But we do know that once there's a legal agreement, them can't change it. Them can't say, yo, we agreed to this, you said this, and we give you that. Them can't change it. So that's all right. So anyways, let's say you plead to manslaughter, right? Boom. And them say 10 years. You already have time served because you've been incarcerated for 13 years. The justice system can't use that. Them can't use that to say, all right, we never get everything we did want to get, but we did get something. See your face. Let's remember, cartel money is going to the deceased family. So that is it. That it's right there, so Andre. The deceased. And I'm still using the word missing. Cartel money is going to the family of the individual that is currently missing. Right? Exactly. So, like me say, we have to just look deeper than superficial. This will be a serious situation. No retrial. So if there's no retrial, so he's acquitted. So anybody who say, yo, because the Privy Council say, all right, retrial or acquit. So who say acquit? If you don't believe, say, yo, it's an acquittal, type acquit. And if you believe that it's going to a retrial, say retrial. Make us see exactly what is the mindset. 42 people are pre right now. So let me see exactly who say cartel is going to be acquitted or there will be a retrial. All right, basically, all it means is now the lawyers can apply for bail. Yeah. Since then, no. Okay. All right. I quit. Okay. Man, free up the boss. Oi. Yeah. All right. Good point. Them have to take off the conviction off thing, but them still can't. And then this is the crazy part. Some countries have laws that says if you're accused of a crime and you're incarcerated. We use the term incarcerated. There are certain countries that have laws say you have to be tried within a certain time frame. Jamaica is not one of those countries. Because I'm pretty sure Jamaica have at least a few individuals who were incarcerated probably 30 years ago, and I'll know them not go in front of the judge. So, once again, it's still up to the judicial system to deny or grant bail. And that's the question, being the devil's advocate. That's the question we ask ourselves, say, what would be their reason to deny bail? What would be their reason to deny bail? Can they say that he's a flight risk if we put him on bail? He might go fly go Cuba, he might go fly go Venezuela, he might go fly go Russia. If we give him bail, the country are going to descend into chaos. What argument are they going to use? Cartel fate is 100% up to the Court of Appeals. The Court of Appeals have it in them hand to say, acquit or retrial. And if they decide on a retrial, because if them going to acquit him, you don't need bail, kind of go walk free. If they decide on a retrial, as I mentioned earlier, the retrial are going to take a minimum of 5 to 6 years before he goes back to court. And I mentioned earlier, his legal team should be preparing bail application right now. And then, as you said, that sounds inhumane, right? If you watch the Privy Council deliberation, that was another example that they used, because luckily for Cartel in 2010, I think it was either 2010 or 2009, the Jamaican government amended the constitution, because anybody like myself who do like constitutional law or do constitutional law, let's keep it there so without confusing anybody. If you do constitutional law, right, then you will look at a country like South Africa. South Africa is one of those countries that have like some of the best human rights protection in their constitution, right? Whether it's just like your socio-economic provisions that are in the constitution. So yes, the Jamaican government did decided that they were going to amend the constitution, and within the English Commonwealth, Jamaica is one of those countries that has a lot of human right protection or provisions in the constitution, right? And the said constitution, again, the human right protection in the Jamaican constitution was being violated while cartel trial was going on. So if you guys watch the trial or watch the deliberation, that was one of the discussion again, that they're saying, hey, Jamaica have all these protections in the constitution to prevent stuff like this from happening, but yet still it happened. So that's what I said earlier. How do you violate the constitution to apply the constitution to constitutionally convict somebody? I hope me not confuse nobody, right? They just can't pay him all that he lost during being behind bars, house, car, business, earning, etc. They're not gonna give him freedom. Well, that would be the classic case, that classic Jamaican corruption. But as you see from the Privy Council situation, that the entire world is watching. No, Fox New York is always watching. What is my opinion? Oh, what is my opinion? All right. So my opinion on the case is this: that they will approve his bail application, right? I think they're gonna order a retrial. They're gonna attempt to bill a case. I think they're gonna order a retrial. right? You're gonna have classic corruption at its best. But I think they're gonna add a retrial, but I also believe that they're gonna grant him bail, even just on the medical situation by itself. Because remember, Cartel have Graves' disease, right? So I think even just on the medical situation, this is another example when you talk about, you know, inhumane treatment of your own citizen. Sorry. So I think even just on the medical part of it alone should be enough based on the decision from the Privy Council. The Jamaica judicial system decided that, okay, all right, we can give bail. Because as we said, the man is not a flight risk. So I think there's going to be a retrial. I don't think them going to go just say, all right, you're good, go on about your business. Bear in mind that this is a case that someone was convicted for life imprisonment, 35 years minimum. And bear in mind that the Privy Council didn't say that this individual is innocent, or else he would have been acquitted, right? The Privy Council didn't say that. You have to think about that. The decision wasn't that these individuals are innocent, they should be released and released immediately. That's not what happened. And that's the reason why I believe that there's going to be a retrial. Of course, I'm not going to waste taxpayer money on a retrial. It's a clash of the ego. Remember we talked earlier when we had we talked about the Gully versus Gaza situation, right? Yeah, the Gully versus Gaza, where the country was at the tip of the spear to descend into chaos, right? And Cartel, I forgot, shake my father hand, and pretty much the peace was pretty much Cartel led. Because when Cartel tell Gaza people, them say, yo, here we we're good, then Jamaica was good. I don't think if it was the other way around, where the Gully God say, yo, Gully people, we're good. If Cartel never tell Gaza people say we're good, then the country not good. All right, so I believe based on the fact that the Privy Council say, here there was a miscarriage of justice, send it back down to the Court of Appeals, right? And say, yo, Court of Appeal, it's up to you. Acquit or a retrial. I don't see the Court of Appeals deciding that, all right, Cartel, your case came before us and we decided. Remember, I know, think about it again. Is the Court of Appeals going to say, Deja Palmer, your case came before us previously and we decided that you were guilty, right? And then no, we suddenly believe that you're not guilty. On what grounds? The Privy Council never find you guilty. Never find you innocent or find you guilty. Both. They never find you innocent or guilty. But we did. And now it's in our hand to do a retrial or go against everything that we said previously. Which one do you think the MAGA should do? Well, without saying those words, but if the case was as such where they believe that the evidence used in the case, if they believe that the evidence used in the case to convict these individuals, if they believe that it was a problem or such a serious problem with the evidence and how the case was prosecuted, they also have a responsibility. But they examined the case, and what they came up with was a miscarriage of justice. To say this case should have restarted. That's what them say. Oh wow. God bless Jamaica. So, all right, people. All right. So, just before we cut out, so one of the serious question on me, what we are looking at is just the forensic evidence, right? When they look at the forensic evidence and they said, all right, here we go on, the metadata of the phone tampering, when the phone was used, was this person authorized to use it? Was this person authorized to retrieve the information from the phone? How was that information transferred? And all these different questions that a non-Jamaican forensic person look at and said, hey, I have all these questions. Even though the Jamaican government say, yo, we answered all these questions, me really answer them and them not add up. So if the Jamaican government can't answer these questions, which is already in the public spectrum, it's going to be extremely difficult for them to prosecute this new case. If they try to do it, it's going to be extremely difficult to prosecute this case, and it I go show you the heights of corruption in this country. Yeah, man. No, that's how we have to do. We can't really, even if I have my personal opinion, Jamaica is gonna be like Haiti. I pray and hope. Nothing to Jamaican people. Jamaican people, I don't think Jamaican will descend into a situation like Haiti. And the reason being, we have to look at like historical evidences to kind of support our argument one way or the other. Haiti is prone. What is going on in Haiti right now is not new to Haiti. Haiti is prone to situation from baby duck, papa duck. A matter of fact, from 1801. From 1801, brother. Haiti's been prone to situation like this. 2004 was Aristide again. You understand me? And after this happened, regardless of how this work out, the probability is that it might happen again because the Haitian mindset is of such. The Haitian mindset is of such that if they don't agree with what they see going on, it's always they believe that a revolution, and usually a bloody revolution, is always the way to fix the problem. It's part of the reason why during the Haitian Revolution, Haiti was considered to be the pearl of the Antilles, right? The pearl of the Antilles, So when you think about the United States and all these different countries, Haiti was the wealthiest country in the Western Hemisphere. And if you pay a little attention to history, realize that even during the Haitian Revolution, it was a complete destruction of their natural resources, especially when it comes to sugarcane and all of them stuff. So that's the part of the reason why when they gained their independence, there are other reasons which me not gonna get into, right? But part of the reason is that once they gained their independence, the crop that was making them so much money, they were all destroyed. So they gain independence and immediately start suffer. So I don't believe that absolutely. Remember Booker T. Washington and the whole of them, Bookman, sorry. Not Booker T. Washington, Bookman. So I don't believe that Jamaica will descend into a Haiti-like situation. It's possible, but I don't think it'll happen. Because do remember, as much as we have a lot of Jamaicans in a Jamaica, outside of Jamaica, that is pro-cartel, you do have a lot of Jamaicans who will say, yo, you have to stay where you're there, or whatever the case is. It's just the reality of the situation. Yeah, man. Material son, you're doing big up yourself, brother. Manners and respect. So, like me say, people, like when you have these decisions being made, right? Just sometimes just read the actual summary. Just read the actual legal summary. Seeing verses, sometimes you have some news headlines, we covered this last week. you have some news headlines based on their agenda. They will show you clippings and they will create a headline. But unless you read the entire story, you will realize that the headline probably contradicts the story. And then you also have to double check to see who is writing the story. Where is this story coming from? Right? So, reading is kind of fundamental in a sense. Not that we don't do it, but we have to do it a little bit better. So, how many did I say? Hold on there 1 second, people. So, somebody mentioned it earlier. Yeah, you see me, I check my notes. Me, I love write down my notes, them, 'cause that will keep you on point and keep you focused. We don't like do all of the rumbling and all them stuff. You have to take your notes, do your research, take your notes. You see me? So, me, that one person, I love take notes. So somebody mentioned earlier, similar to what Jason say, like the public itself will revolt. Seeing? Yeah, man, I know. Best up yourself. The public will revolt if there's a retrial. Jamaican people. Yeah, well. So the subject today, we're just about to close this one, Angel. So we have 3 things to discuss real quick. So I have about 3 more minutes with the Vibes Cartel stuff because we beat it for an hour and a half. I think we're good now. We have discussed the Privy Council discussion on Vibes Cartel case. Also, more and finish this conversation regarding black-owned businesses, because the question is this: when we take this break, if you don't want, chill out and we have a little bit of reasoning. So we're going to prep the battlefield right now. The question, the statement is this: an individual said, "I will not support black-owned business because black business owners are rude and disrespectful. So as a result, I don't support black business." Saying, so that's the discussion after we forward from the break on the other side. So people, we will just watch and see what the government decide. As I said, a clear indication, I believe, of how the government will treat this case if the government decide that they're gonna grant Vibes Cartel bail. Seeing if they decide to them gonna grant him bail, it's a real indication that the government realized that your war room, Wagwan, you want to chime in so we can reason about the animosity in dance this weekend? Let me know and me send you the link. Me email it to you this time. Just let me know. So, depends on how the government approach this will be an indication of how, seeing? Yeah, man, we can link up, man. I see I heard, man. Yo, they always like reason. They always like reason with educated people, are free thinkers, people who actually think outside the box. And hold on there 1 second, Warrow. May I email it to you right now? Yeah. Send. All right there, sir. So, all right, people. So, Warren, we are going to take a 30-second break there now because, so we have the people, them 5 minutes, we send it whenever. All right, we're good. You're good, man. Your timing is perfect. Me send the link, so whenever you're ready, you chime in and me see and add it to it. So, people, I believe that how the government are going to deal with the case, we'll see that over the next couple of weeks. All right? If we get news say, Cartel and all the accused has been granted bail, right? That's also an indication that there's going to be a retrial. But that's also the government kind of say, yo, Wagwan. We're going to try do this because we know we're going to be under the microscope and we're going to do it the correct way. If at the end of the day, we look at the evidence and we look at the facts, and the facts send this man free, then that's what we're going to do. If it's a situation where bail application get dropped and you see cartel attorney come around and them say, yo, me put bail application and it get denied and these are the reason, blah, 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 then you know, say, yo, it's a case of the heights of corruption. Heights of corruption. And chances are Jamaica, who have spent the last few years after COVID and really I build about the economy and I build the image and I grow the image of the country, could be in serious trouble. If the decision is to sit back and dig in them heel and say, yo, we are going to fight this tooth and nail, the country could be in serious trouble. And it also could be weaponized by the opposition party too. Everybody knows the cartel of PNP. But if we touch on politics, it also could be weaponized by them. Because if the current government is saying, okay, we are going to dig with healing, not to say the prime minister have any say or can sway anybody. That's not what I'm saying, that this decision is being made by the prime minister. That's not what I'm saying. But public opinion matters. Public opinion matters. And when we cover the local government election, we say, yo, the government, them need to institute some form of exit poll as people. Because, more time the Jamaican government, I say, yo, you can't go close to the ballot box or the polling station and all these things. But I think there need to be some exit poll. There need to be some polling prior to the election to say, yo, what does this election mean to you? And one of the cases could be the economy. One of the problems they could have is about the judicial system and how the system prosecute people, or how the lack thereof. Or they could say, similar case, but different outcome, or lesser case, right? And this case is a lesser case, but more severity. They can look at stuff like that. But at the end of the day, in order to do that, you literally have to go into the system and start pull things apart. It's not anything that you just are going to see with your bare eyes. You have to go into the system, look, pull things apart and say, make we take a sample of all these cases. Make we take a sample of all these murder cases. Whatever your sample is, right? Because your sample is going to become a representation of the whole number. So let's take this sample and see how the prosecution of justice is carried out. And you look at a case similar to Cartel's case. Maybe this person get 5 years or 10 years in a prison? You look at several cases like his. Is it consistent? Right? Is it consistent with how he and his accused were punished? Can you see consistency, or do you see some inconsistency? Do you see lesser punishment for more serious crimes? Did this person get punished based on his fame and based on who he is? So if we're able to look at it like that and can make that argument, then you can put pressure upon the government. Will it work? We don't know. But it worth a try. Someone at this point has no choice but to face, and it could be wrong, but how I feel, and let it be clear, my opinion only matter who care about it. I chew that. War boss, look like you say your person, you have to go wait for a commercial break there, so I'll put it on the screen. But people, and have any other question regarding before, because say once me war boss are checking and saying that this whole cartel conversation I gonna last about few more seconds. If you have any other question where you say your prezi, what you think about that or whatever. Wow.
We good?
Yeah, man, you're good, man.
Oh, we're up on the live.
You're live. I know we have the people them. I watch you. I turn the screen. I see
the people them tired of me. You see me enough today.
For those person in Philip will be another case. Okay. That's the one next on the wiki. Of course. Look at the word we use. Philip Palwell, even though they deserve it still. Even though they deserve it. But who is Philip Palwell? You understand me?
Preszy.
Yes, brother. So you said after Saturday, Mr. Lago able for clash?
You have 48 hours, Preszy.
I need for reason to. Eh?
You have 48 hours, Prezi.
Yo, you know, say I drive from Texas though. But I take no flight, you know. Come down, nobody see me. I fly through Hartsfield and I say, yo, you look so.
Oh, so you're going to get in the building?
Oh, you mean if me are there in the only problem, me talk to somebody today, so my only concern is, any boy use this in a clash, I'm going to send up on an appearance. My only concern is, the ear say, yo, in the venue, excessive smoking, brother.
Oh yeah, sorry. This is a smoke 420 happy place.
So that's my only concern, because when me hear that, me I say, yo, me feel like me just want to buy the stream. Because the thing about me have an asthma problem, brother. So if it's so 420 happy,
well, hear what?
Yeah.
Is your first time being to the base?
Yeah, that would be my first time.
All right. See, when you first walk in, there's a big garage door, and they have a big fan right there.
Yeah, 10 of 5
You can still see the stage and everything from right inside that corner. So I will talk to Mela Fan first, let them know of your medical condition, and we will sit Prezi over there somebody fun. All right, sir?
Yeah, man, a boy come, man, a boy found that clash, you know, because, you know, we have Florida rumbling, and I'm going to say, yo, hey, boy, Prezi, you can't do this, you know, I need no song to kill you, now I need to do smoke a blunt.
Yeah, but they got a big garage door right there with a big fan. I try to keep the place cool, so I'm pretty sure you can have a seat right there, and you should be good away from the smoke.
All right, then, yeah, that was my major concern.
Yeah, you're good to go. The way you set up, you're good to go. You ain't got to worry about that. You're good, President. We're not kidding.
All right, cool. So you say retirement for Presley?
I don't know, sir. You have 48 hours to the side of your face, sir.
So people, just in case you never know what this conversation is about, see, I don't know what happened to Bunny, but Bunny seemed like she's busy today.
Bunny on the road, I rolling right now.
Yeah, Bunny probably a travel. I rolling right now. You know, bless her up and make she travel safe. So, people, if you don't understand what a conversation is about now, about 6 weeks ago or 5 weeks ago.
About that.
Yeah, we make me make a decision. We make a decision that was screen recorded, fire blinds, Bunny, RR. See, my computer freeze up right now because I'm going to say, yo, tell me if you still hear me, RR. Oh, my computer. Why is the computer freeze?
No, I can't hear you. Me there, you good?
Oh, yeah, I hear me good.
You, where you gone? You disappear? You can't hear me? See me? I can't even see no comments. I don't know what's going on right now. I feel like me out to the loop. I can't see shit. I don't know what's going on. So I don't know if I dip on the live or not. So let me keep my comments to myself. Anyway, tonight is bike night at Halo Bar and Lounge. Tonight. And we are rolling on the 2 wheels tonight to go enjoy myself. Fix up my natty them. Put on my helmet. Yo, Prezi, what going on? All the things stay out. I can't see shit. I can't hear shit. I can't see the people in the comments. Where's my next phone gone? That blood clot dead. My laptop and on my bag. Prezi! You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you. I don't know what this, what's part president? Texas, South Korea, something like that. I don't know about the internet signal over South Korea side, but it's looking kind of shaky. Right now, we don't know if me dip on live or not. I see the time running that says live. I don't know if the people them can hear me. The people them probably accost me and say, double R, fuck off, fuck you too. That's all I gotta say. I don't want to really be disgusted on Straight Talk show, but name Straight Talk anyway. So I'm gonna give y'all my feelings and my opinions how I feel right now. Straight. Prez, where you gone, bro? God. Yeah, bro, I'm about to jump on the bike, man. You better need to forward back inside the show and let me know what's going on, bro. I didn't come here to stay with you all night. Where's Matt Bernard? Where's your host? Where's your so-called teammate, sir? Your party. Where him there? Get fired already? Or you out there still slinging injuries and shit? I don't know if I'm on the live or I'm not on the live. I don't know what's going on, bro. Let me go check Facebook. Hold on there, people. Oh, so I'm still on the live. I just checked the Facebook and I see the dark camera, so I can't get two-sided around here. I see me can figure out some things. If I'm still on the live, type 1. Let me go check Facebook around here. Hold on. Oh, you were on the live. Oh, so am I sure now? I never back there. You're pressing go all a corner, dog. I want a bar show. Nighttime vibes. And I pulled on the laptop. I'm about to go play some tunes over at Halo right now. So I got the laptop in the bag. Sorry, people, me can't get a little rhythm on a tune or nothing like that. Kind of out of sync. So what do we need to talk about? I can't see no comments. So don't me answer no type of crazy questions because I can't see nothing. So we will need to talk about cartel free trial. I mean, he get the retrial. Was that what Preszy was talking about before him computer around us to chip out my room right now? I can't see no comments. So when I'm talking, please do not type because I can't see nothing. Anyway, here's the cartel get retrial. Pressy's back. All right, Preszy, you're rich. I was about to turn this into the war room.
No, man. No, man. My computer be giving problem from the other day. Anytime I other guess whatever reason it freeze up. But I don't know if I Jamaican government are going with them bag of things.
It look like those are signs. Look, those.
Yo, you know what? Guess what happened a while ago? You know me, I go tell the story and look like it. I say, yo, Preszy, just don't say nothing about it.
You better just leave it after the ear and then after the
yeah, just leave it after the ear and then later on, me just reasoning with Bonnie and say,
who knows?
Who know? You see me?
Leave it like this, so. Remember, I said Preszy had 48 hours, people. That's all you need to remember. Preszy had 48 hours.
Yo, let me say, I was on Team Torment program at Type. And I said to Rito, I say, yo, Rito, here we go on. And I say, yo, Preszy, don't worry yourself. You're good, bro.
Your job good.
Your job good. So once Rito said me good,
yeah.
Good.
Boss say, yo, the song good.
The boss say, you're good, Preszy. Fret not.
So I go on. Where your co-host at, man? Where my Bernard?
Bernard have some technical problem to them, man. So, you know, we there around the program. Can remember saying him have war a forward to, you know.
Oh, boy, lucky in. The boy lucky in.
Yeah, him have war Saturday as well. I wish that war they did a Friday, cause I just drive go Florida and then left Florida go Atlanta. But film war a Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday same way. Well, you like some driving, boss, not me.
For me? Driving are no problem to me, brother. I swear.
4 hours, 4.5. That's the most. After that, plane flight.
Yeah, I know. It's like when me have some sound clash forward soon. Me like to drive them long hours. I can get to listen to a whole part dance. You see me?
True that still.
Yeah, man. Me throw up my audio, man, and just listen. Be a bad clash audio. You see me?
So what go on tonight, Preszy? Where that pan?
All right, so tonight we did a reason, but you know, with a reason about the cartel case. So you never chime in still, but I'm pretty sure you see the internet and see people attack, and I'm assuming that you have an opinion on the case. So what is your thoughts?
To tell you the truth, Preszy, I wasn't even following this case from them times until now. I hear people talking about the verdict was happening this week. I think Viper said that on the show earlier this week. So I said, let me chime in and find out what's going on. For what I understand right now, Cartel gets a retrial.
It can be a retrial.
So he has a chance to plead his innocence again. Me right now is why we don't know that, because my opinion, it's just like, what are we really fighting for?
Freedom.
But is this man
innocent or guilty? We don't know.
Now, just because you're found innocent in court doesn't mean that you're actually innocent. You know, the court system
that's the only part that matters, though. It's not what you did, it's what they can prove.
Right. According to the court system.
And that's the reason why we can't prosecute him or convict him in the court of public opinion.
Absolutely right. In the court, I was telling people earlier in my life, the court system is different.
Yes.
So he can be found innocent in court. Yes, cartel is free. Now let's move to the streets.
Oh boy.
And the people there, that's what my thing is this. If cartel does touch road again, it's best if you leave Jamaica. Right away. Because I don't know, I'm not saying this man is guilty. Like I know he actually did the crime that they charging him with, or whatever the case may be. But your name get called around this, or some side of Jamaica said this, some side of people said that, whatever, Ray. I don't know what's going on. But to me, it's like, if you do touchback road, brethren, you need to leave Jamaica. You should not be in Jamaica if you touch back road. If you're in Jamaica after you touch road, I don't know, Prezi.
Okay, Mr. Way I say. So you are his attorney, right? You are his attorney. And you no, hypothetically speaking, hypothetically speaking, based on your argument, right?
Yeah.
You are his attorney, and you fill out the bail application, and then the prosecutor them said to you, say, or the court said to you, say, like, listen, you based on your argument, you say, listen, I think it is in the best interest of my client to move to X country until it's time for trial. Right?
Yeah, they call that witness protection program or whatever.
Well, yeah, it could
like that.
It could be considered
not witness
as well.
protection, but
you understand me? Yeah, it wouldn't be the witness, but something like that.
Yes, if I was his lawyer,
government
listen, I think, we need to find a secret location to keep my client until the trial.
What if the government give a counter offer to say, yo, we have been able to keep him in prison safely for the last 13 years. So we're going to deny your bail because you're telling us that your client is not safe, and we have been able and can show you that we have kept him safe for 13 years. So I think it is in the best interest of your client to remain incarcerated for another 6 years until the trial starts.
Whoa, 6 years? Objection.
I
was rocking with you, Judge, until you reached that 6 year part.
No, because it's going to take a while for them to build this new case now to bring it to trial now. Because guess what?
Jano.
This retrial, it have to be airtight. And them have to try it.
Stick a pin. Yeah. Where are they? Are they going to keep the child over them side, or are they bringing the child back to Jamaica?
No, Jamaica. It has to be in Jamaica.
Oh, it has to be in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to figure out that part. I thought they was keeping the child over this in Scotland.
No, man, that's just the Privy Council is the equivalent of our Supreme Court in the United States, but unlike ours that is in DC, our final court of appeal is the Privy Council in England. I still believe that Jamaica final court of appeal should be the Caribbean Court of Justice, but for now it's still the Privy Council in England.
Okay, got you. So we're going back to Jamaica with this.
Yeah, man. Andres, this man should live in the UK until the case is done.
Yeah, my world boss. You don't do a 13, 14. This whole another 6.
No, man, it's about Canon. Let me tell you, man. When cartel touch road, not if, when cartel touch road and them case and everything done, I think cartel should keep Issa Buchanan and retainer for the rest of his life. Even when him not had no legal issues, he should still pay this man monthly. Because this youth is a brilliant attorney in any country, any legal setting. This man is brilliant, and I don't believe
him on speed dial.
Yeah, man. You see me? I don't believe so. If it wasn't for his attorney, we would even be having this conversation right now. My attorney
that really, them say about Cochran, you know, dog.
Yeah, man. Johnny,
this is what him.
Yeah.
Yo, Prezi, we have to really listen, Prezi. We have to be real with this situation, you know. We have to talk the realness. I just need straight talk, right?
Yeah.
So, Prezi, you know how this shit go. The court system on TV is one thing. Once you hit back the road, things start to happen. Are the same man where you just mentioned, and cartel and being close. Yo, if it done in the court, it done in the court.
Mm-hmm.
It's not done around here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So this is why I say, Bridget left Jamaica.
You're right, and exactly. Even his attorney need to leave Jamaica until the trial start to. Yeah. Yeah. You know how much accident you can have? The man cannot have.
And me just share, I was scrolling on Facebook like a while ago, and I seen something with the youth, the so-called butcher.
Mm-hmm.
Where the so-called, you know, do the thing with the youth or whatever. Me here say him just get duppy too.
All right.
Couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the street start already.
Exactly. So
left Jamaica. Oh, yeah, what? Go up above a hill. I gotta check the rasta. Say your rasta. Here, my God. See? I know I'm not supposed to be here right now, but please, we need something.
Yeah, you need some protection.
It's serious, man. It's serious,
yeah,
man.
True.
It's serious.
So, all right. So here's something where we get your opinion on this. Coming and see us a long time. Me tell us so. Me that
yeah, for real, because we have a little vibes to deal with too. So yeah, man.
Yeah, we have a little vibe. So me our conversation yesterday. Maybe to you this is just black and white and it just straightforward to you. But me read a status yesterday and the person say, this Jamaican person, them say yo, them not support no black owned business because black business owners are rude and have no customer service. Not a specific black business, none whatsoever. So me kind of pray that I look at me and say, oh, that you see that sign? I say, look at Jamaica restaurant and lounge. See, me build this from the ground up. See the logo there, so see?
Yeah, yeah. Are you up this?
Yeah, man.
Oh, which part today?
Eh?
Which part?
Texas. It ain't a Texas.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So when me hear that, me look on it and me say, yo, so what do you think about that for somebody like, I'm just going to keep it as a black person. Me just make a talk for some go after. If you say, yo, them not support none, blanket, no black owned business because black people don't know nothing about customer service and we're rude. What do you think about that?
I think that goes hand in hand. I think the customers is just as rude as the business owners. And I think the business owners get rude because of the customer them. When y'all walk into other people's establishments, wanna have respect for them, wanna ask them nicely for things, wanna don't get out of order about nothing, nothing. Wanna walk in other people's business place with respect. I'm a business owner, so I can tell you this hand in hand right now.
Yep.
So when you walk in people place and you act the kind of way you act, I mean, it's only but so much a person can take before they get out of hand. And for black people, that fuse is very short, especially a yard man.
Yeah. And I couldn't agree with you more because I was saying like my experience growing up in Jamaica, the most disrespectful and the rudest set of business owners are the Chinese Jamaican them. Sometimes they even want to fight you. You just look at them wrong and they want to fight you. Very, very disrespectful. But guess what? Every day, them store full up. Every day, them restaurant, everybody I get sweet and sour chicken and fried rice and this and that. Make them go to the Jamaican restaurant or the Jamaican grocery store. They might, if them going to the Chinese store, they will cuss you out and say, yo, why you pick up that fan there so and put it over here? So put it back. Oh, yes, Mr. Trin. Sorry. See, you got the black business owner and they might say, yo, boss, put back that. Yo, I violate, man. Disrespect you, disrespect me, Oh, you disrespect me.
Yeah, bro. We don't have respect for each other as business owners. We don't even have respect for each other as friends or brother or sister. So when you get business side, you're just gone too far already, Preszy, because we don't even have respect for our neighbor. So we are gonna go to a respectable business. Brethren, may have an auto shop. When them man them go to the dealer, then pull up in a parking spot. Them park them car, then turn on them music, then get out, then pull up them pants, then walking out the dealer, they say good evening, such and such. When them pull up on a WRP Euro, booja, bounty a play, music turn up, one flight in door, one barker, one spliff in the corner in mouth. Right in front of me door, Preszy. We say, yo, brethren, why? And then when we say,
exactly yo,
they can't do nowhere else to do. Yeah, that's cool, I want your daddy, you're gonna be a family dog.
That is it.
This is
That
why
is it.
when you have, to me, I always tell my Negro people this: if you have a business and you're in the business or whatever, it's best that you take your face off of the business. Do not let nobody know you. Don't let nobody know a Preszy place, a Preszy restaurant. Don't let them know a Preszy brethren.
You see, luckily for me, because especially being in the military and active duty military, because a little bit more professional setting, you definitely want those people to know, say, yo, this is your establishment. Because I'm look at this, because most soldier believe, say, yo, the only thing them can do is being a soldier. So when them see a soldier, I do something outside of the military and I do progressive things out of the military, then like to support them things. So you see, when me go to work now, I may say, yo, what you guys doing for lunch? I may say, yo, I'm going to Little Jamaica. And they're like, oh, sorry, is that your restaurant? Yep. All right, let's go. You understand me? So sometime, but me understand it especially within the black community.
But there's a trick for that, Preszy.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is raise the bar.
That's it.
All you gotta do is raise the bar from here to here. And you eliminate the unruly, rude, I don't want to say ghetto people, but I will say ghetto people. Because more time, a youth that come from the ghetto, do a thing, or whatever, you fly a restaurant, you try to cater to the same people where, you know what I'm saying? Keep the prices them a certain way, keep it a certain level so you can entertain the people where you grow with or grow with or whatever the case may be. And when you try to stick with them people and them same people run you inside the ground, bro. So when you raise the bar, say for a hot steel plate costs a $15 on the corner, Preszy one for cost $40. So I mean, I got Preszy. But you have them people know that will say, I will go to Preszy and pay the $40 because a lot of people, when they hear money, they feel a little bit more comfortable in their settings, the arena, because they eliminate the little $5 and $10 people out the road. You don't have to worry about them. So if you do just do this, Preszy, skirt, raise the bar.
Yeah,
put two nice little drop lamp chandelier inside this over.
Pay for the appearance. No, me see exactly what I say, man. Me see exactly what I say. Because sometimes just by the price, it attract a different set of crowd. You understand me? Attract different people.
We have the war room, which is for the people them. The ghetto people that become and jive yourself or whatever. We have Halo. When you leave from war room, you go Halo. You don't see those set of people over there. You are the area that is in, around the people that is in, or whatever. From time to man, them get up them car president, pull up them pants. Them start fix up themselves. Different set of people over there. So them people don't want to really go over there. And me drinks not cheap. Me tell one of that from right now. Me drinks not cheap. The $5 and $7 thing now go around a Halo. Make you know right now. Upstairs, spend your money, black card, them kind of a vibes. And you know what I'm saying? And we eat that food over there. So there's levels, man. There's just so if you want to cater to a certain set of people, whatever you want to call it, you're gonna have to deal with what comes with that.
That's true. That's true. That's true. See, the environment pretty much, the people who you try, you're absolutely right.
Preszy, I've been doing this for over 15, 20 years. Been through already with people and friends and even family or whatever when it comes to business and brethren. It is very hard. If I had the sense I had now back then, Preszy would take my face off the business. We're not telling nobody to send me fix car. But say, yo, my brethren, Preszy have one shop around this, so him do good work. Go check Preszy around this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's
it.
hard. It's really hard.
That is it. That is it. And then guess what? When them reach out, they're not complaining about anything. You charge them an arm and a leg and them are going to play a field, but make them see you walk out of a store. All of a sudden, them can't afford it.
Virgin. It's hard out there for we people. And we make it hard for ourselves, man. If we had a little bit more respect for each other, and it all starts with respect. If we had a little bit more respect for each other, respect for our people, our kind, our race, things would be a whole lot better, man. I've been through this plenty of time with business and people, and even when the other races come to your business, they respect your business. You be trying to look for your own brother and sister to respect your business. The other people them come, they respect your business. You tell them what you have to tell them and then pay them money and them gone. You don't have to worry about nothing. I have nobody coming to my bar in Halo asking me for this or that. Yo, let me get this, let me get that, then pay. Pay. Here can't work. You have everything, sir. Chime every ras we have around here.
It's just like renting a property. Better you just get a property management people and make property management deal with it. That's what they do. 5
or 10% of the payment coming out every month, and you're good to go.
You're good to go. Don't worry about that 10% there because it's going to save you a lot of headache.
Oh yes.
Yes, man. Yeah.
That much, but we are trying still. You know what I'm saying? We are trying. That's all. But you know when you raise the bar, because I hear what President. When you raise the bar now, because we raise the bar already. Them start cuss you. Oh boy, them go like them on top of the world. It's just like I don't understand when somebody leaves from their situation as in growing up and elevates themselves to another level in life. It's like this which part you come from. Like yo, the boy president don't want to deal with you again. That the boy try fancy.
Yeah, you think you reach
work hard to get nice things in the life.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
What's the problem if me left the apartment building, I go buy me a 4 or 5 bedroom house with a garage and car, I live somewhere else. Why you cuss me, dog? Why you fight against me like me? I don't want.
Listen, it's just the small-mindedness of some people. You understand me? And some people are comfortable. Some people are comfortable with them there. Some people are comfortable reverting to where they were 4 years ago.
That's a fact.
You understand me? So you can't just size up.
You see when somebody do that to me, Presley, it's like you dip on some styling thing, bro. Because we can't say, the so-called the one done. And you debunks them people and you not lift up nobody. If you lift up people, then yes. But if you just have man around you and you are the boss and you just buy man a gun or a little shoe, yes, so and the man 20 man a walk around here and I govern you. You call that some styling things, bro. I don't call that no type of, because you ain't doing nothing, brethren. You're not flying a business and tell 5, 6 brethren will probably have a trade and say, yo, go around here, sir, go do that, make a food, whatever the case may be. You just apart with some holy man, you are the done, you are walk around. You depend on some styling things, bro. That's why more time than man, when certain dog get hungry, they come for your food.
I was literally.
I was talking for my life earlier. I was say, man, like skeng. My yardie brethren didn't tell me already, Presh. He says skeng. If you look for do skeng something before send about 10 girl around and stuff for deal with you, which he can. Them says skeng will send you a little brown envelope. So you go and go build.
Yeah, man.
Do something, whatever. We respect that. You hear anything about skeng? Anybody ever trouble skeng? There's a different approach to things, bro.
Never.
So we don't like me personally, we take that as a little styling kind of a vibe, bro. Like you want to be the boss in a year and this and that. But if you're not uplift the community, if you're not build some house for the people, if you're not open up the shop and put some of your brethren into work or whatever, it's like, yo, brethren, we're ready to dip on. Well, you're ready, sir. Yo, President, right now we have bike night tonight at Halo. So we have to roll up on the 2-wheel right now. Deal with some vibes. I try to chime into the shows as long as I can, sir. So I have to make it right now.
Like you say, yo, me I go try it, brother. Me I go try Saturday. But people, if you hear that there's a medical emergency as a result of excessive exposure to 420, victim African American male about 26 to 28.
Why? President, you have 40 hour president.
Career good enough. My career good because Florida Rumble November 16th, I will be there.
Which one that is Rhythm Force on Stereo 5?
No, that is September. No, me have a clash of Florida. The Florida Rumble.
You have a clash?
Yeah, man.
I think I might have to attend that clash, sir.
In a real life. You see me? They
might have to
me as the oldest stone in the clash, but I say go.
Yeah, a couple fouls. That's if That's if.
That's if me still play so, not you.
It's a big if, because you might be out of a job this weekend, your dad.
Yeah, me probably end up just done straight chef. You know what? You might as well just start the political analysis. You know the craziest thing before you cut out real quick. You know, see today, me I go through me do some woman, me I go through something and me look at me see me LSAT book and me I say, you know long me buy this law book preparation and me don't use it. So maybe if at the end of the week that happen, we might just end up just decide, you know, I'm gonna just go law school, yeah, man, because music and
All right. All right, Mr. President, sir. Yeah, I'll touch road right now for the 2 wheels. You have a good night.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself, brother. Manners.
And free world, boss.
Which is right. All right, bless up.
All right, bless up.
Wow, big up yourself for the check-in. People, like me say, this one today wasn't gonna be a long one, you know. Big up the King of Texas. Like me say, I prepare for him clash. And I love for the boat. You know, a lot of people like, you know, that always chime in and all of them stuff that they're on their way to Atlanta, whether they're flying or driving. You understand me? So if you're in the Atlanta area this weekend, people, do remember saying Soul Supreme Animosity. That's it. Don't listen to the noise in the market, people. Don't listen to the noise in the market. Saying 2 sound in the world, Mariette. 2 sound. Super Gold sound have to be number 1. But you see, when Super Gold sound in the conversation, there's only 1 sound in the world. Saying, and that is Soul Supreme. Whoever upset, me not really too care. Saying, if Super Gold in the conversation, then there's only 1 sound. So people, when you don't listen to the noise in the market, saying, Animosity dead on arrival tomorrow. We already know what them are doing. We hear about all of the people them when them buy them ticket, them a pay mortgage, them a pay rent. Seeing they make sure say yo them drop the clash in the garage, you know. Seeing they make sure them drop the clash in the garage so they don't have to pay for no venue or nothing. So at the end of the day, if 20 people show up and 15 of them going free because Animosity buy the 15 ticket them, nobody not lose. So, we're not do the maths. But at the end of the day, as a warrior, you have to forward part any territory. You have to forward part any territory. Seeing, if you want to say, yo, you're a bad sound, you can't just bad in your yard. Seeing, you can't just bad when everything is set up for you. You have to bad when everything is stuck against you. You have to bad when everybody in the dance say, yo, I know your turn to win tonight, I know your turn. But because of the badness, you make them believe in you and say, yo, here we go on. You have to win that dance. Yeah. You see me? So what was my sound before Soul Supreme? My sound before Soul Supreme. Damn. My sound before Soul Supreme. Well, me grew up a listen to Jaro still. Seeing? Me grew up a listen to Jaro. As a youth, I grew up at Jamaica. Seeing? I grew up back in the 90s. The only thing when me hear about was Jaro. Seeing? So, me that said before me say Soul Supreme, it was Jaro. I said Soul Supreme before Jake started play Soul Supreme. I know since Jaro I go beat and teach them. Listen. Me know say that today that say man Jaro I go beat and teach them. No, but me I listen I know since Jake I play Soul Supreme, you know, me I pre Soul Supreme, you know. And I might be surprised and say, yo, Preszy, you're crazy. You see from marijuana, even from marijuana, them and Genesis, them a play Soul Supreme from back in them time there. See, we still I say Soul Supreme, man. And I've seen Soul Supreme start win. From them time they when them youth they play the sound same way. We still I say Soul Supreme. Right, that's the thing there. See? So me personally, me see I think me get to watch it. So me not watch the interview. Me see Who watched AK interview yesterday? Let me play some of that ear what he did office say. Hold on one people. Let me see what he did office say. Let me see what he did office say about that.
To buy a home or build a home or just an investment property, contact Nicole London at 888-8.
Let your family, the big anniversary coming up. Oh, God. It's King Animosity. Are you there? I overlook this thing, but that's okay. So this Saturday, in the base, for the folks, for my New York folks, I'm gonna leave Atlanta. Atlanta, you guys know. For my New York folks that don't know King Animosity, I've never really sat down and tuned into King Animosity. What can they expect from the King Song?
Beer vibes from the King Song. Music, entertainment, delivery, speech, militancy. And we are sending some boy back home straight like that. Oh, you mean
some boy back. You see how them loose street, boy, I send some boy back.
Yeah, listen, people. I know, and this is specifically for my New York friends, right? My New York friends, because all day yesterday, all day Thursday, I was on the phone, three-way phone calls with people from New York that's flying down, and they argued with me, right? And I said, yo, you can't argue with me about Soul Superior. You can't argue with me about New York sounds, right? I've been outside for years. I know about this music stuff. I said, what? Drink?
Yeah, man, nothing wrong.
Bartender.
Yeah, man, we have pop champagne from early.
So I said, listen to me. It's Sound Clash. This is my opinion, not general statement. My opinion. It's levels to this thing, right? It's levels. See this man sitting right here? It's a living legend. It's levels to this thing. Yeah, Reds is a legend. He don't like what I say, but I give him his flowers every time, right? And Reds, I'm gonna tell you this. I was in attendance the Addie's King Animosity.
Yeah, bad dance.
And that was the first time I heard you guys play.
Okay.
Right? And anybody that knows me, I'm the biggest Addie's fan.
True.
I cuss
Kingpin.
I cuss when you like, yo, brother, what are you doing with the sound? You dig in the box, right? So I'm a big Addie's fan. And I left there not satisfied that Addie's won, but more shocked, not shocked, more excited about King Animosity.
Shut the hell up.
Right? Because
nonsense.
The tunes you guys were playing,
regular.
It wasn't expected.
Regular.
Right? And I was like, yo, if people really sat down and listened, and I went, because when I hear something, okay, let me go do my research. Go dig into research. So, Then I was like, wait a minute. I was in Elegance when it was Slaughter, Animosity, Double Electric.
The shootout.
The shootout.
All right.
So I went back and watched that video. And I was like, yes. Wait a minute. Nah. Yo, Rex, let me tell you something. I'm the type of person, I give respect where respect is due. The very next morning, Sound Clash told me, as of today, Tony D, I'm a King Animosity fan.
Respect, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
You
and
like a group.
And this is what I'm trying to tell my friends in New York that, listen, bro, if you'll sit down and listen to this sound,
it's not like an interview question, them, you know.
So Saturday, they get to witness that for themselves.
Yeah, man, live in living color.
Live in living color. Yep.
Full team.
Where's it keeping again?
At the only place it could keep in Atlanta right now, and that's the base.
Yes.
See, the base is a place where you can string up your own sound, like back in the days. And we're gonna have Double Electric stringing up the big sound. They're saying get an extra column, extra amp rack, extra. They say the Wi-Fi have backup to the backup. Yeah, man. So big up Double Electric. They're gonna string up, and Mayor said I'm gonna level out the playing field. So I just one sound for the night. You can't have an excuse and say, oh, Ray, you put me on the weaker sound. That sound then a sound good. Everything balanced. everything level. So when time them dead, them not no excuse. You see what me I said, Tony?
There's no excuse.
Yeah, man.
Because
rough them up, wicked dog.
They like complain. I hear a lot of songs. Yo, I know my song. I know my song. I'm just and I know my song. No, so you have tell me that trick.
Yeah.
You are the boss this Saturday. You're leveling the playing field. And AK said walk with some extra racks. Because the both sounds are playing on the same sound. So it's nobody can't complain, yeah, this, that, and the third.
Yeah. And we get to find out, say, one of the boss last week or the week before, me I say learn how to juke bass in the UK. Try juke bass in Atlanta and see what I'm telling you, boy.
All right, that's enough. Me head start happening already. Yeah, me head start happening. You feel me? Cause me can't bother with the Friday argument them. Can't bother with the Friday argument them. You see me I say? Argument have to make sense. So the Friday argument thing, we can't really spend a whole lot of time. But people, Duppyville, seeing stick up in. Stick up in. You see me? The man I come talk about man a joke. Seeing Duppyville a keep this weekend, Saturday. The base is the funeral ground. You understand me? The base is a funeral ground. So people, especially if you know you see me? The base is a funeral ground. If you know 420 friendly, based on me here, if you know really 420 friendly, you don't need for that venue. You come here and say, yo, that venue extremely 420 friendly. You see me? So not supposed to have a really good time. The sound system where string up in there, double electric, you know, see I get whole heap of quality out of it. And it seems as if like it gonna be like a yard settings, indoor, down a yard, same way. Big sound string up. And nobody not trouble nobody. Seeing? So right now the whole plan is to drive down this still. With that plan to fly, but I just feel like say it makes sense to drive. So I drive in my thing there. But just I hope like when I talk to RR a while ago, the smoking beat me bad, but you have to support the sound. Can't stay so far and say, yo, me I go buy the stream and just buy the stream alone. So we're there at the building. You see me? So people, so supreme, and I know the thing going on. So supreme, you know. And then after this weekend, then we start focus on me, the Jaro clash, which is another big clash of forward up. Seeing, but do remember as well, Fire Cup, Sean Piper, big promotion. That's the next good dance in the Bronx, March 30th. Seeing, so like Craig Wax, me know say you live in a CT, you know, brother. It's only an hour drive, you know, to the Bronx, you know. Only an hour drive to the Bronx. Hit the Merritt Parkway, I take it 84, whichever one of them. Saying, jump on 17 and say, yo, boom, bam, Merritt Parkway. And go check out that dance there. All right, people. So here we go on. Tonight on one of them night there where we are going to stay around there, so for 8 and 7 hours. You understand me? We just want to really forward really still and reason about the cartel thing and talk about the animosity dance. But I think everybody kind of see where the dance here go already still. But me personally believe say there gonna be some surprises. And it not gonna be a dance where it gonna be that straightforward in the sense it gonna be a walkover or anything. Them go forward because they have to learn them lesson. They have to learn them lesson from past experiences. You understand me? And I feel as if with animosity being the type of sound that they are, and if them go listen to Camouflage versus Soul Supreme, you understand me? Them can get some ideas and some inspiration. And if them plan to be competitive, in the world, them have to play like them sound. Them can't go there try play like Addies or I try play like Supreme, I try play like Bass Odyssey. Your voice, you sang them for a reason, your voice, you sang them a certain way for a reason. So you have to forward in and play like your song. That is it. Too often people go dance and I try beat people box. And I try sound like somebody else and I try do this and do that. And a lot of time when you end up beat a man box, next sound forward in and play like themselves, you end up destroy your own box. And your first round might sound alright, but you're dead for the rest of the dance because you try to beat somebody box and end up suicidal. You see me? So when you forward at them thing, just play like yourself. Believe in yourself, believe in your sound, know the reason why you voice certain songs. And just play a song. Entertaining people them. See? So with that being said, everybody bless upon yourself. Saying, shout out to the King of Texas. Him have him war forward Saturday as well. Him know say yo, he need to go in the hot seat today about the war. So him decide say yo, him go focus on the preparation and war. You understand me? So big up the King of Texas, same way. Everybody, big up on yourself. You understand me? Remember, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. We could get as much as we possibly can. Until next week, when we do the recap for the dance, big up on yourself. Walk good. Yo, Craig Wax, we soon link up, you know. Seeing we soon touch upon a part there. Mothers and respect. Bless up on yourself. Seeing. All right, let me see this real quick and fast.
Yo, Atlanta, get ready for that big war dance, yeah. Armed and dangerous sound clash. King Animosity versus Soul Supreme. The mighty King Animosity.
King Animosity, a real bad man.
Versus Brooklyn, New York, bad sound Soul Supreme.
I said, oh my, Soul Supreme don't
Clash starts 12 midnight sharp. Doors open 10 p.m.
Some guy pay the
Get your ticket now at melopromo.firstent.com. Armed and dangerous sound clash. King Animosity versus Soul Supreme. Saturday, March 16th. At the base, 2305 Varkel Way in Litonia. Brought to you by Melo Promo and Fam First.
Sean Piper Entertainment. Fire Cup, March 30. Bronx, New York. 5 bad sound. Sean Piper. Ask me for shoot me say. That easy. You come. Platinum kids out of New York. Cannabis out of Antigua. Ready Rock out of Connecticut. Coalition sound out of Cayman Island. Real sound out of Texas and Antigua. New York, lift up the rifle. Make we murder them. J-Boy,
Die. Pussy will get shot from boy. He's the man, you know, sir, boy represent for drift and dip. Ultimate clash. June the 22nd. You know the bomber clock thing, you know, watch out. Any day, any weather, this bomber clock, you know, you go, rev it.
Yes, I'm here. Then about this piston boy, if you dead and all of your bones get fractured. This is a disaster. Call the pastor. Everything I rise up around in your backyard. Who's in the man, so the dark pressing haters, market them across the wrong goodness.
Yo, watch out, everybody, hear me? Me represent for Big Life Entertainment. City East Entertainment. Ease and Justice presents a thing called Champion in Action. Anything or anything. Saturday the 30th of March. Clips Restaurant and Sports Bar. 2901 Hollywood Boulevard, Hollywood, Florida. The damn zip code is 33020. Don't run put it to the music by Rhythm Force.
Rhythm Force. Them fi know say ya one he and one frost and one sound killer. Anyway you see the god a go gyal fi follow.
Justice sound.
Justice missing. The Lord is your light, your salvation. Who shall you fear? No jump on.
King of these.
God of mercy. Well, oh please, why them try challenge King of these? Oh please, me a scale party fight squeeze.
Saturday the 30th of March, no run put it to the Clips Restaurant and Sports Bar. This game Champion in Action. Anything or anything. For more information.